The White Lion may have run out of options to evade the law. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has directed former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello to present himself for arraignment, halting his attempts to evade trial. Justice Ken Amadi has upheld the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission's EFCC appeal against the lower court's decision that shielded Bello from criminal trial. The court found the lower court's judgment scandalous and emphasized that no court can prevent law enforcement agencies from performing their duties.
Now, Bello must now appear for arraignment before taking any further action in the case, which involves charges of 80 billion naira fraud. Joining us is the head of media and publicity at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Dele Oyewale. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Oyewale.
Good morning, and thank you for having me on the program.
Yeah. We heard, dancing and singing and celebration all around the EFCC's office the whole of yesterday after this news broke. But, tell us what, your reaction is to the appeal court ruling.
We have always been saying that the commission is focused. We are professional, and we are sensitive to the provisions of the rule of law. You are right to say that there is rejoicing, in respect of the fact that our position is vindicated by the court. The Court of Appeal, about 2 days ago, held that Yahaya Bello should present himself for arraignment. And that is what we have been saying. We have taken the matter to court before Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court, Abuja. So it is just a vindication of the position of the EFCC that Yahaya Bello must be brought to trial. So what the Court of Appeal has said is just to amplify the position of the commission and also to establish the fact that we are focused concerning his matter. It's not that we are just lying low and we are doing nothing. We are relying on the appropriate provision of the law, to bring him to justice. And that is what is playing out now.
Also to talk about, in a way, I think that Nigerians subconsciously expect this to be another of those cases that they probably don't see the end to. Former governor snubbing the court, he snubbed 6 court sessions. Yes, he's been scheduled for arraignment, but the fact that he could last this long, having snubbed 6 court sessions. Talk to Nigerians and, share with us why Nigerians should believe that they will see the end of this case and it will not be one of those that will just be swept under the carpet. Because I do not believe that a common, regular, everyday man would have been able to snub 6 court sessions and not have gotten a warrant of arrest at this point.
I want to quickly disagree with you that some cases are swept under the carpet. There is no case before our court that is swept under the carpet. Yes, there may be delay in the resolution of some cases because of some issues of procedures, processes, and the rightful provision of the rule of law. But it is not right to say that there are cases that are swept under the carpet. No. All of our cases are receiving the rightful attention at every level of our court. If there is a delay, the delay will be resolved. Now, concerning this matter, we have taken this matter to court. I have always been saying it, that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission cannot be the accuser and the judge in his own matter. You see, our mandate allows us to investigate, to prosecute, but our mandate does not allow us to adjudicate, to resolve matter in court. It is the job of the judiciary. So we are in court against him. I think we have made about 6 appearances, and the court is doing its rightful work. So I think what we only need is to be patient and to have faith in the judicial process and to have faith in what the Economic and Financial Crime Commission is doing. I believe that justice will be served. And I believe that Yahaya Bello is going to have his rightful place, in court. So I think we should just be more patient. You can see that the judiciary is working, the EFCC is working, and we are going to see the end of this matter in a very, very judicial and judicious way.
Can I also please ask, because I mean you're saying that Nigerians should have patience, and I wonder what the picture of patience in the case against Yahaya Bello would look like, because there are those who would argue that if somebody has snubbed 6 court sessions, that a warrant of arrest should have been issued, because there's no guarantee that, I mean, what is the guarantee that, yes, he's been scheduled for arraignment, what's the guarantee that he will show up? If he doesn't show up again, what happens next? Do we keep continuing the cycle?
Well, if you have been following this matter, a warrant of arrest was issued, and that was what empowered us to move to arrest him before he evaded the arrest. So a warrant of arrest was issued. We followed up the processes, and we made effort to arrest him. He evaded the arrest. We declared him wanted. Normally, in any law enforcement agency, that is the rightful procedure. There are suspects that may not want to present themselves for arrest. The right thing to do is to declare such a suspect wanted, which we have done.
So is he still declared wanted?
We have gone beyond that. We have even drafted charges against him, 19 count charges, and we have taken the matter to court.
Is he still
His
declared
lawyers,
wanted?
our lawyers, they are meeting in court. So I think we should understand how the judiciary works. It is not enough for you to say a suspect that has been declared wanted, a warrant of arrest has been issued. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission has also moved to ensure that the warrant of arrest, is effected. He evaded the arrest. So we are still exploring other ways of bringing him to justice.
Can you help us clarify can you please help us clarify if he's still declared wanted?
We have declared him wanted and he remains wanted. When you declare a suspect wanted, what it means is that every law enforcement agency has a responsibility of bringing him to justice, of arresting him. As it is now, Yahaya Bello cannot come into the open. As it is now, Yahaya Bello cannot make himself available anywhere because he has become a fugitive. You understand? Because he has been declared wanted. And we all know the instrumentality of the law. When a suspect is declared wanted, anywhere he's cited, he will be arrested.
So what you're saying is that he's currently in hiding without...
Definitely. He's hiding. He has gone underground. He's hiding.
Yeah, he doesn't have any police oddly, any security details attached to him currently?
It's not for me to know that. How will I know somebody that is in hiding?
Okay. I would like to ask also, what other law enforcement agents you might be working hand in hand with to ensure that this matter is settled once and for all? Because, like you're saying, he's in hiding.
Every law enforcement agency, both local and international law enforcement agency, they are involved. And at the appropriate time when he's arrested, the public will be made to know.
All right. And why I'm asking, or why I was asking what law enforcement agencies we're working with, is because there have been times when we hear about certain situations that law enforcement agencies would say that they can dig out and fish out anybody if they wanted to in 24 hours. So there are those who are wondering if the law enforcement agents, other law enforcement agents like the police, maybe the DSS, have done adequate digging and are truly not able to find where he is.
You see, let me tell you the way this kind of situation works. When you declare a suspect wanted, we are not going to be talking too much about the processes and the procedures and the intelligence that we are sharing and all of the things that are involved. We are not going to be telling you that. The essential thing is to ensure that he's brought to justice. When I say law enforcement agency, I mean every law enforcement agency. That is the position of the law. He's declared wanted. So anywhere he's cited, he will be arrested. He will be handed over to the EFCC. That is how it works.
Yeah.
So it is not enough for you to say the police, the DSS, any law enforcement agency has a constitutional responsibility to arrest him anywhere he's cited.
All right.
And bring him to the EFCC.
Yeah, they have a responsibility, no doubt, but I'm sure that you also understand why there is a trust deficit between the Nigerian people and the EFCC and, of course, other security agencies. It is because we've had a long history where people have followed stories of high-profile accused And, you know, a lot of people have been disappointed, you know, with the way that these, you know, cases eventually turn
Well,
out.
I think I need to quickly bring you to a kind of remembrance. There are some ex-governors that were declared wanted like Yahaya Bello in the past, and they were arrested, not only in Nigeria. Some were arrested in the UK, some, you know, in some other countries, and they are brought to justice.
Yeah.
So it's fair enough to say that I think we should also recall some incidences in the past
It's not
about this
no.
kind of situation and
So what I'm
how it was
referring to,
resolved.
yeah, apologies. What I'm referring to is not necessarily, you know, those who have been arrested. I'm speaking generally on the success rate
Now,
of
you see,
prosecuting
the truth of the
high-profile
matter, you know,
individuals.
when we started this conversation, you rightfully admitted the fact that the decision of the Court of Appeal, you know, was widely acclaimed, was widely embraced, and
Yeah, absolutely.
Nigerians, yeah. And that should tell you that there is something that is going on. There is something that is being done.
Yeah,
And very soon, it will be brought to justice.
Yeah, just a final question. How certain are you that the EFCC will go, take this case all the way to the end, and if Yahaya Bello is found guilty, he will go to jail?
It's not a matter of how I have faith in the efficacy, in the integrity, in the credibility and professionalism of the EFCC. It's that I can take to the bank. Our record of convictions, our record of recoveries, our overwhelming success, you know, in the fight against corruption, they are a testament to all of these things. It's not a matter of how sure I am. We are doing the job and we continue to do the job. And I can assure you that Yahaya Bello is one out of many cases that we are resolving, and it's going to be brought to justice.
All right. As always, we enjoy, you know, speaking with you. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We look forward to seeing updates on this case and, of course, having you join us again to share with Nigerians. Thanks for your time.